This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrish, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe, bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station. He fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil. Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 138. Yeah, that's right, 138 episodes of Starblast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And master of the pearly white headphones. It is.
This is me, Matt. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Matt Kona. Yeah.
Sorry, just adjusting settings. Like I say. Computer, who dis? All right. So yes, still. It seems like we're going backwards. It's part 6 tonight.
Yeah, didn't we do one of the part 7s last week?
I think we did. Didn't we do both part 7s the last 2 weeks? Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
One of the Starblast horrible. It's like a temporal pair.
It's exactly like that.
So anyway, what's up? Jonah, how goes the Halloween watching?
Oh, it's a slog, man. It's a slog. I'm doing 2 episodes after this, and so I'll be up late tonight. So recording. We already watched the movies, but yeah.
Is it getting harder to find like movies to watch? Because what is this like? Is this like the 3rd year in a row?
Yeah, it's the 3rd year. There's a bunch of stuff. I guess it's getting harder to pick quality stuff, perhaps, that's easily accessible without having to pay money outside of the streaming services that we already pay for. And yeah, so if nobody knows what I'm talking about, my wife Yael Gavish and I have been watching a movie a day and talking about it and releasing a podcast a day in the month of August. It's called Yale Matt Recap, and it's tough. Listen to how tired we are on each episode. But we watched some good stuff today. We've watched a couple of what do you call them? Anthology movies, which have been pretty good, with just like 3 shorter films within, and breaks things up a little bit. Or gives us more work. I don't know.
Well, I was just reading tonight. It's not a horror movie, but it is a Halloween movie, and it'd be a nice short one for you. I guess it's The Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown is going to Apple TV, and I guess they said it's going to be free for, I guess, the couple days around Halloween or something. So for the last ones, if you want to squeeze in a nice short one, it's probably about a half an hour.
Yeah. It is a classic, that's for sure.
You guys do any of the comedy horror?
Well, a little bit. I mean, we did this movie from 1981 called Monster Club the other day. That is, it's definitely has some comedic elements to it, and it has both Vincent Price and Donald Pleasance in it. So there's like 2 eras of horror, but it takes place. It's basically an anthology that takes place with a vampire and a horror writer go to a place called the Monster Club, and wolfmen party with ghouls and vampires, and there's like a different bands between each movie playing a monster themed song, and so yeah, that definitely had some funny stuff. But no, we haven't done like Shaun of the Dead or
Zombieland.
Yeah, no. I never saw that. I liked the first one. I didn't see the second Zombieland, but
yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet either.
Yeah.
Have you
But,
guys?
I'm not a big.
Okay. I was gonna say, have you guys done any of the Ghostbusters movies?
No. I haven't done any of the Ghostbusters, but I do have a Zool-like dog trying to break into my room right now. I hear the scratching on the door. Yeah.
Did you guys ever do? I mean, I'm not a huge horror fan, but the first Resident Evil movie I thought was just a really, really good movie.
I haven't seen it, but maybe I thought about maybe doing a video game movie. Like Silent Hill is around.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Resident Evil for a long. It's probably been 15
I
years.
definitely remember being scared by the video game a little bit. I was kind of old, but just although the video game that probably scared me the most was just probably the original Friday the 13th from the Nintendo, just because you're just running around this campground, and then all of a sudden music hits on, and then Jason comes in out of nowhere with a purple mask for some reason, just kills you real dead.
I think we're getting insight into Matt's psyche and what has scarred him.
Music is hurting.
I was gonna say, you two, you should have like you should have like a couple people over for Halloween night and watch like one of the Scooby Doo movies. Everyone, Scooby Doo, you know who you are.
Oh man, yeah.
Zoinks!
Where's Scrappy Doo when you need him?
At your door. And Will's still watching us. You're on Enterprise now?
Yes, we're almost halfway through the 4th season at this point.
Oh,
so
nice.
About to get to that final episode with Riker and Troy.
I've read about that just a little bit.
Oh, you never watched it?
I haven't watched it. Well, we'll probably get to it this weekend and probably finish off Enterprise. Then I think we'll probably move on. I don't know. We've kind of touched a little bit on the discussion around maybe going back and trying to do the original series. There's a certain quality. I mean, I grew up with them, so I watched them in the afternoon after school, so I've seen most of them. But the wife wasn't feeling it, so we jumped on to next gen.
Yeah.
So we might do that and then Discovery, or we might do just Discovery. I mean, we did watch Picard, so
yeah. Discovery's good. Yeah, season 3, the premiere just came out last week. So
there were only like 10 episodes per season on Discovery, right? Or
I'm trying to remember because I binged a lot of that, but I thought it was a little more. Here, let me look at the on an app that like keeps track of all the TV shows. Yeah, I thought it was a little more than 10, but yeah, we'll look it up right now. But no, like season 3 is going to be interesting because it's kind of like I don't know. I don't want to do spoilers, but kind of uncharted territory with stuff they haven't done before.
Cool.
Well, kind of they have, but not the way they're doing it. All right. Season 1 is 15 episodes, maybe.
Oh, okay.
And then season 2, is that another 15? 14.
That's an interesting number. I mean, a lot of the streaming services seem to like 10 or 12,
And then, I mean, unless they're not all listed, it looks like season 3 is going to be 13. So they're going down an episode every season.
Step down. Cool. We'll have to give that a try. Then I guess there's Below Decks is going on right now.
They wrapped up season 1 already. That was only 8 or 10. Yeah, they don't expect anything serious, so it's a lot of like
it's fun Easter eggs and references. Yeah.
It's like Adult Swim, Cartoon Network humor, but they throw in a lot of Star Trek Easter egg.
Gotcha.
Like what is that? What is that? Kona, like the end of episode 2 or 3, there's like a statue for the greatest Starfleet officer in history.
Yeah,
And it's Chief O'Brien.
of course.
Of course, he can fix anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll mention Q. They mentioned Q a couple times. Oh, and then they mentioned, but they never say what it is, the Janeway maneuver.
Oh, yeah.
Going back in time and getting your people home early, violating
with a cup of coffee in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. We enjoyed Voyager. I mean,
Yeah,
it was fun.
I mean, some people crap on it, but I'm like, why? I'm like,
it was good. I do have issue with the final episodes because it was just like, hey, we're in the Delta Quadrant. We're in the Delta Quadrant. Hey, we're home. Okay, done. Whoa, wait a minute. You know?
at the end, but it's like, yeah. You know,
I mean, I just felt like they should have set that up to be like a.
But I mean, at least
5-part kind of thing. You know,
I mean, spoilers. It was like a Borg thing, but at least that wasn't like the only episode the Borg were in. The Borg had been.
That's true. Yeah, they had been there in the past, but I mean, it was and they didn't even really get home. It's like the ships came out to see them, and hey, there's Earth, and roll credits.
I know. I know, but I mean, I get all the ships coming because they came out of like a Borg continent, whatever. So it's like, oh crap, is there coming out, or has Voyager been assimilated?
Yeah. Yep. It was anyway. It doesn't hold up to all good things of Next Gen. Of course, I had the same. Don't get me started about the Deep Space Nine finale. I was just like, oh,
yeah, right.
They've been building up to this.
Deep Space Nine is all right. Like there's certain parts I like Quark and stuff, but it's just like I don't know. I don't know if it's just the whole space station aspect. It's like they're kind of more stationary.
So many characters. It's kind of hard to satisfactorily tie it up.
Yeah. I mean, they've been building it. The emissary. The emissary. He was put in there. He was basically made to have. They made him be born so that he could come and save them by throwing a bad guy into a big freaking hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't. What? Really? I mean,
I know.
It was somewhat of a letdown.
I know. Well, but you said you said you and your wife watched Picard already. Did you like Picard?
Oh yeah, I thought they went a little bit dark. I mean, now that I've seen Voyager, I know who spoilers. I know what 7 of 9 did and who that was at this point. So, but they got kind of bloodthirsty.
And
Picard.
And now Icheb.
Yeah, Icheb. Yeah. Now, that's who that was.
Yes.
Not a very ceremonious end. Sorry.
And Hugh.
And Hugh, yeah.
Hugh. But yeah, they need to bring in more of those Next Gen people, like season 2 or whatever.
Yeah. And I think there's talk of because Janeway is going to be coming back in a Nickelodeon show. Is that right?
Yeah, they're doing a Star Trek cartoon. I think what was the premise? It was like a bunch of teenagers or something get a hold of like a decommissioned ship or something.
It's not genius. It was not exceptional. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Prodigy.
Prodigy. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Was it like a week or two ago? Yeah, they announced. Kate Mulgrew's coming back to do the voice of Janeway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We chatted a little bit about it, and kind of for our money, just if you take kind of the average episodes and average them out for the series, Next Gen I think is still the top.
Yeah,
but we actually like Voyager better than DS9.
Same here.
And Enterprise is kind of fun, but it's also kind of annoying because they're like, we don't know anything about the Romulans. And we're like, it's the freaking Romulans. We know, the audience knows, the characters don't know. And you're like, come on, man.
That's what drives me crazy about like prequels, because it's like, you know, they made it after all the other series, but it's supposed to take place before all of them. So it's like the your special effects are better than like the original series, but it can't be too flashy with the technology and stuff. It's like,
I mean, but you know, I think Enterprise probably gets a lot of hate, but it's an enjoyable show. I like it.
It's got Bakula.
That's right. And there was one scene where he goes, to think that I traveled through time. I'm like,
that's like, I see people on the internet always like, you know, they're just like, I just like to believe that, you know, that's Sam Beckett and he leaped into this starship.
That's actually kind of, I hadn't thought of that, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, that really doesn't work with Quantum Leap, because he was only jumping his
own timeline. Yeah, exactly.
All right, should we get this Starblast issue?
Let's jump into a stranger world.
That's right. Hey, it's got a nice cover.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Quasar's got Kayla on the mind. On the brain.
Doesn't he usually?
In the bubble bath. So yeah, Quasar 55, Starblast part. Who knows? Who cares?
It's something. It's supposedly part 6.
Well, that's what it says on the cover. But yes, I think, what are we on? Oh yeah, part. I think technically this is the 7th Starblast episode we've done.
I think so.
Yeah. So, I got Quasar 55 from February 1994. And the title and credits will come to page 3, but I'll do them now. In a Stranger Land. I swear we got that during Journey some point, but probably not.
Yeah.
Nice big credits. Mark Grunwald, writer. John Hebink, penciler. Aaron McClellan, inker. Janice Chang, letterer. Paul Beckman, colorist. Mike Rockwitz, editor. Ralph Macchio, group editor. Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. Yeah, see, DeFalco's even giving up, man. He's not giving himself any fancy nicknames. None.
Yeah, no special titles or anything. Yeah.
I know. All right. So yes, it opens up. It says a psychiatric hospital somewhere. Since his discharge from the service over 18 months ago, the patient has lain in this 12 by 12 cubicle, sleeping 20 hours a day. Even when he is awakened for his meals, his mandatory exercise, and his toilet, he keeps his silence, evincing no emotion, no need except to return to his bed. For in sleep there are dreams, and dreams are where he would much prefer to spend the remainder of his life. When he was awake, terrible things happen to him. When he is asleep, the terrible things remain at bay. It would take something unimaginably dire for him to voluntarily traverse the waking world once more. We see his eyes pop open when he wakes up. They're coming! So, is this the original Sleepwalker? But he does have a moon on his head.
Oh.
Look how big it is.
But then at that moment, far in a galaxy far, far away, a starship of the Shi'ar Imperial Fleet warps through the solar system's major stargate. Aboard stand 9 heroes of Earth, who have commandeered the ship in order to pursue an alien vessel through the Stargate. The unidentified aliens have kidnapped a woman of Earth who possesses the most significant new power source in all the cosmos, as well as being Quasar's significant other. Darkstar, Vanguard, Perun, Binary, Quasar, Captain Marvel, Lockjaw, Icarus, Black Bolt. The Shi'ar do not suffer the intruders gladly. As Quasar says, "Look at the screen. Something's not right. I've flown the gate path many times, and I've never seen anything like this."
Mike, Captain Marvel?
I think so. Yeah.
Sounds like we're losing power. Could our quarry have set some sort of booby trap for us?
That sound. The engines are cutting out. The Earthers have done something.
Captain, assume the command. I'm going to quantum jump outside and check it out. And he quantum jumps, but that doesn't look like there's a bubble around him. So shouldn't we have some? Shouldn't people at least be thrown across the deck or something?
Yeah. Where are you two going?
This is our vessel, caught inside the gate, Starbolt. Though we have allowed Quasar's people to think they are in charge, if anything happens to this vessel, it's the Imperial Guard who must answer to Her Magistrix.
So it's at the bottom. It says translated from the Shi'ar, but I didn't see a.
Exactly. There's not even yeah. That's right. My car.
Where that was supposed to come into play. All right, but yeah, outside. In moments, the teleporter, Voyager, and his tracker, Moon Dancer, have joined Quasar outside the ship. And when Quasar is unable to ascertain what is stalling the Shi'ar vessel from immediately outside, he quantum jumps still further with the two Shi'ar warriors lockstepped in his wake. And I'm back outside the gate where we went in to see. Oh, what's that? I've got company, I see. Some sort of power dampening device by the look of its energy signature. Hey, wait, there's some sort of antimatter device at its core. A bomb? I think my probe may have activated it. I've got to get it away from here before it... Unbidden, Voyager helps Quasar open a space portal large enough to contain the device, so that when the detonation occurs moments later, the device is light years from the opening of the Stargate. Free from the dampening device's grip, the Shi'ar ship suddenly regains its inertia and careens down the warp tunnel. Whoa, there goes the ship. It's safe in no small part thanks to this Voyager fellow. I wonder, could I have shunted it away quickly enough alone? So much Voyager talk tonight.
Exactly.
All right. At that moment, several light years away, on the laboratory world, the enigmatic experimenter known only as the Stranger.
I have analyzed scores of Earth beings. Of what interest is this one to me?
Do not be disingenuous, great stranger. Surely your instruments detect the pulse of anomalous energy residing within its form.
Yes, Skeletron. So they do.
We call it the Starbrand for how it looks like a cosmetic body marketing in the stylized shape of a star. See, behind its neck? The Starbrand I believe to be from another universe, so far from this one that none of its physical properties resemble ours. How this Earth being came to acquire this power source has to do with the Earth being Quasar. You have heard of him, I'm sure. This is a bargain I am offering you, stranger. Use your vast resources to examine the power source, remove it from its host, determine where it is from, and how I might get there, and you may keep the brand.
Why does its place of origin interest you so much? Do you expect that there are many such power objects there?
Perhaps, perhaps not. Do we have a deal?
We do.
Good. Then I will leave you to your work. Summon me if you require anything. I will be in my ship.
Acknowledged.
The head of Skeletron at the spaceport. These men are tearing up the baggage claim.
Come on, Scar. Pin that forearm freak.
Don't let me down, Kodak. I have currency dependent upon your performance. And again, translated from the alien Argot.
Yeah. and no indication that it...
Again, yeah.
It's an Argot when you win an American Music Award, a regional Grammy, a Grammy,
an Oscar, and something else.
A Tony. Yeah. All right. What?
What? Oh.
It is Nygorn. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. It is Nygorn. Let us down, Marvinite.
If you do have that much energy to spare, you should be using it to explore the curio world.
Stranger's got a curio shop? What?
Where? We're honing our battle skills, Giant. You should think of doing the same. I'm as skilled as I'll ever need be.
Explorer, Lord One, you do mean plunder, don't you?
Skeletron is here to negotiate, not plunder. He would be very perturbed were we to.
I do not fear Skeletron. I go to explore. Anyone bold enough to join me? Zardox?
I'll go with you.
Ben Grimm looking.
Feel free to inform us of the mighty Skeletron.
Tell us. Elsewhere, back in psychiatric hospital. A very disturbing dream, Doctor. I believe it to be precognitive.
What was it, Keith? What was so compelling that you brought it out that you brought it out of yourself? Well, that's just not right.
You're bad grammar, Doctor. It's going to sound weird, Doc. I know, but there are forces from another plane of existence on their way here.
I wasn't quick enough to do it, but he goes, I'm a doctor, not a linguist, damn it.
Nice.
Yep, Jim. No, you don't see. You're just saying that because you're glad that I've snapped out of my vegetative state. We're going to be invaded, Doc. You must believe me. You know about my abilities.
Look, Keith, I won't close my mind to anything. Not with all those preposterous paranormals running around. But, well, if what you're saying is true, what would you have me do?
We've got to warn the world, the president, our most powerful paranormals.
Dr. Clow, you want we should...
Keith, I'm happy you've become motivated again. After all these months, I'm beginning to lose hope that you'd ever get over your guilt over what happened during the war.
Forget it, Doc. Forget it. What's coming is going to make the war look like a picnic. And if you don't think we should do anything, fine by me. Fine. Meanwhile, somewhere beyond the Stargate. Okay, we're past that little booby trap, thanks in part to your fellow Shiarers. And I just got a good lock on the Starbrand signature trail. Have your pilot set a course as follows, Gladiator. Oh, snap. So I guess after he does that. Look, Gladiator, I'm sorry about the hassle us Earth guys taking command of your ship and all, but you can't believe how big this Starbrand deal is. You get my little posse in the vicinity of it, and we'll leave peaceably, okay?
Agreed. Though you may be held accountable for your violations of Shi'ar law.
Right. Thinking, jerk. Speaking of doctors, in sickbay, Quasar walks in. Captain Marvel, how's Hyperion?
Ask him yourself. He's recovered consciousness after having his neck broken by Gladiator last issue.
Yay, an editor's note that's connected to
an actual thing. What does that say at the end? Something Rock?
Doc Rock.
Doc Rock. It's the Doc Rock, kids. 92.9.
Now, physically, I'm healing, but I feel rotten that I let you down and let that alien get the better of me.
Hey, we all have our heads handed to us now and then. Just do me a favor and get better. Sarda will kill me if I bring her fiancé home all busted up.
Quasar, I wanted to mention something that Shi'ar over there.
Manta, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe so. I'm responsible for the coma she's in. We were fighting her power and mine. There was some sort of feedback effect that, as far as I can tell, has somehow restored my control over the full electromagnetic spectrum. Still can't turn into it like I used to, but...
Quasar, report to the command deck.
You gotta excuse me, Monica. And?
Ahead appears to be the world where this Starbrand was taken, Earthman.
Already, huh? Well, it looks vaguely familiar.
Me as well, Gladiator. This is the world of the stranger, where Voyager, Moondancer, and I were imprisoned for countless rotations.
Oh, back to Journey.
We can go no further, Quasar. We have an imperial treaty with the stranger. We leave the stranger's world alone. No Shi'ar citizen will ever be a subject of his experimentation again.
Okay then, Gladiator. Solar Wind. I guess this is where we part company. Solar Wind. I guess this is where we part company. I'll assemble my troops, and we're out of here. And they all get together and join hands. Everyone join hands with someone who teleports.
Do you mind, Darkstar?
No, Icarus.
No, Icarus.
Silent One, Perun would walk your dog with you. Ho ho! Hyperion's still not in any shape to travel. We'll have to come back for him.
Thanks for the lift, Shiar, as Quasar Quantum jumps out.
Impertinent Earthman. I do not like him.
In aboard Skeletron ship, in the chamber of his most trusted aide, Fabricant.
Is that you or me, Matt?
I'll do it. What is this? Incoming life forms. Could those Earthers have gotten through my Stargate blockade? Skeletron must be notified.
Transformers. And on the stranger's planet, which I swear looks different than, well, part of it looked like this towards the end. Remember, he had all those different
environments, yeah.
But Starblast doesn't have the money of Journey. All right, so yeah, we see Quasar and his allies flying out over. I've been here before. We're looking for a huge dodecahedron.
The way Quasar constantly assumes command is annoying, no?
Yes, my brother.
Bizarre visits, eh, Silent One?
Just then,
come no further.
Whoa, where'd he come from? Binary, Marvel, subdue him. I'm going on.
Okay, now let's give my new energy manipulating powers a real workout.
It's attacking. Don't hold back. Fat is a stranger.
No, I met him once.
The woman seemed to have met Bay. We could follow Quasar. Hostile aliens! What unexpected pleasure!
Morsels Drucker shall feast.
Oh, sorry. Mikhail.
I can handle this beast, Lavnia. Go help someone else.
Oh, okay. Enough of this impertinence. Binary. Let's see how well you shoot when you cannot see, giant. I'm just going to pronounce that question marks.
Yeah. Oh, woe is me! The rock creature has dealt me a resounding blow. Now he comes to finish me off. Oh, well, what shall poor Perun do? Zaps him. Besides, bombard that with the fury of the lightning that is.
In Soviet Russia.
I do not understand it. Mine is the power to repulse all energies used against me, but I am unable to bring it to bear against this grinning jackal. Further, I am losing my ability to fly.
What have you done?
As strong as you are, Earther, you cannot block all the ways I can attack the guy with the forearm. Blasted Icarus. All right, once more, an unimaginable distance away. Doctor won't believe me. He's going to be sorry. Everyone's going to, including me, I guess. I could just let the world go hang, but the catastrophe soon to befall the Earth will affect me, too. I could do something, but it would mean making peace with my other self, my dream form, putting myself in the position where, once again, millions of people could be affected if I mess up in some way. I don't see how I have a choice. If I fail to do something or if I try to do something and fail, either way, I'll still be responsible. Why I have to be in this position, I'll never know. I didn't ask for this responsibility. But I guess I can hide away inside my own private dreamscape no longer. I'm going to have to act if I ever want to know peaceful sleep again. I'm going to have to summon Night Mask from the recesses of my mind. Pray he can do something to save the waking world. So I'm going to have to sleepwalk my way into the 90s.
Into a newer universe.
Oh. And then aboard our starship.
No, I forbid you to go down to the stranger's world. I cannot allow the three of you to jeopardize the treaty.
Listen, Gladiator, this is very important to us. See, the three of us, and maybe others, were imprisoned and experimented on by the stranger for almost 3 cycles. He did unspeakable things to us. More than anything else in this universe, we would like to extract vengeance upon him. We may never get another opportunity like this.
Sorry.
We want to take vengeance away from him.
Yes. Okay. I appreciate what you must be feeling, but your duty to the Imperium must come first. If that is how you feel, Praetor, then tell the Empress that Solar Wind, Voyager, and Moondancer hereby resign from the Imperial Guard.
Ooh. So they teleport out and teleport back into the middle of the fight.
Alright. Mila, where?
I guided you to where the greatest concentration of Earth people were. Perhaps the stranger is nearby.
All right, I'll do Black Bolt. Black Bolt silently grapples with the swordsman Scar, positioning him in front of the giant Nygorn, whispers the mere syllable, "Serenity now," and careening toward his gigantic comrade in arms on a shockwave equivalent to a ton of TNT.
I thought it was Hail Hydra.
Perhaps
that?
that's me. Sorry, yeah. If I aid the Terrans in their skirmishes with these non-entities, perhaps they will assist us in our vendetta against this world's master.
So
Blows a big breath at him.
this guy's power is literally blowing smoke up something.
What?
Oh yeah, because the giant coming down in Icarus, I guess they created the portal for Icarus to fall through safely.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Blue One. You shall not be crushed. You okay, Binary?
Somewhat.
Teleported by whom?
By
me. Oh, sorry, that's you.
No. Is that Icarus? By me, Voyager. Yeah. Wait, no, because he was. I don't know. Case of all the word bubbles kind of mingled up.
Yeah.
Surrender, Earthers, or I will drain this one of every last speck of life force. Mikhail, no.
Oh boy. And not far away. The stranger's lab.
I am very nearly through with my analysis, Skeletron.
You are sure? I did not expect to go so quickly.
I have been doing such procedures for eons.
So, can you tell me where the Starbrand is from?
Not while it's still on her person. I will have to remove it first.
Then proceed, great scientist, proceed.
And close by, we see Quasar flying in. These corridors are maddeningly complex. I've half a mind to burn right through them all, but I'm afraid I might hit a reactor or something. Hold on, Kayla. Please hold on. I'm going as fast as I can. And oh, how I'm going to make your tormentors pay. And the next issue box says to be continued in Starblast 3.
Theoretically.
And then at the bottom of the letters page, next, more Starblast. Yeah, thanks for
You know, that last page is actually kind of cool. I hadn't realized that he's standing on top of Caleb, who's under the floor, and it's this transparent thing. It's kind of cool.
I was gonna say first. I was just how many tests? Because wasn't she floating in a tank or something before, or is that what Skeleton had her in?
I think that's what he had her in. Yeah.
Also, Quasar's face sort of resembles the popular superhero sweating over pressing 2 red buttons meme. You know, I don't know. It's just.
I don't know. I thought this one had a little more action, but again, it's like okay, they got out of the Stargate, and then they got into.
That was a little weird the way it was cut too, because you'd be right in the middle of the action and go, "Oh, let's go talk to the Night Mask guy."
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like, oh hey, we're not gonna like connect this to any word bubble, but yeah, this is all translated from an alien language.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's at least 1 or 2 grammatical errors, right?
Oh yes, we're gonna extract vengeance from this whole thing.
Yeah. Extract vengeance.
You like your vengeance? We're gonna take it away from you.
We gotta put a drill bit in. We gotta extract as much as we can from the ground here.
I think Stranger's about to do the Kayla, man, get that Starblast off. But yeah, I mean, are they just dragging this out? Because it seems like none of these issues has like a ton to it, you know.
It seems a little bit decompressed. I mean, I don't know. I guess a lot happens, but it doesn't seem like a lot's happening. I mean, it wasn't a bad issue.
I think it's one of the better ones so far of the bunch. One of the better ones, but
yeah. But it's just I don't know. Grunwald seems a little off. You know, I don't know if it was because he knew what was coming or
just juggling all these characters.
Just juggling all the characters or juggling other books, you know, because he was still writing Captain America at this point. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, I was just thinking this. I'm like, in the Quasar and Starblast issues, they never mentioned any Fantastic Four Namor issue, do they?
I don't think so, no.
I think Starblast and Quasar issues just say, continued in Starblast, continued in Quasar.
Yeah.
So we're covering them all for you kids, but seriously, if you're really interested in the Quasar part, you don't even have to touch Namor and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and deal with the odd numbering. I mean, that's something that I find really strange. If they would have done it where Quasar, Starblast, and those were numbered, and the others were just crossovers that weren't numbered, right? You know, they're just, if you want to pick them up, you could, but you didn't have to because this was the main story.
Yeah.
But then
they were going to sell books, though. They're like, hey, man, Fantastic Four Namor needs some help, man.
Yeah, but they didn't actually number them correctly or, you know, I don't know. You're right. It just seems like the Secret Defenders, the Namor book, the Fantastic Four are completely disconnected. Nothing that they do really impact what's going on here, and nothing that's happening here really impacts them.
I mean,
except Skeletron sending the dude to the ocean in the first place, right?
Exactly. I mean, I don't know to this day if Quasar even still knows the Fantastic Four Namor were doing that on her.
I'm sure he probably read about it during the UC Perez run, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Reading up on all the case files. Oh, so that's what was going on while I was out there. Remind me to send some shrimp to Namor.
Oh man, what's that like? It's like killing somebody's relatives and sending them in. But yeah, I was looking at the schedule. It said to continue in Starblast 3, which we'll get to in 2 weeks. Next week, Fantastic Four 385. It's clobbering time, Kona.
It's getting closer to clobbering time. You're right. Yeah.
And I think Ray commented on it. So many of these bad guys are just, I can't tell them apart. I can't, who knows who they are, you know?
You know, they just made up some alien looking characters.
What the F?
You know, and then even their leader is basically just, you know, like we said it since the week 1, you know, Skeletor and Megatron.
Their love child.
Somebody was an 80s fan.
Yeah.
All right, we said his name too many times. Who wants to hear some Ray feedback?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I want to hear it.
I wonder. It probably. Let's see. It is 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Yes, because I was gonna say I gotta bring up his visual too, but yeah, because I know Lilith was complaining that Ray loved Kona more, so he's been sending longer feedbacks to
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
Let's see. Sorry, people. New computer. I got stuff in different spots. All right, here we go. There we go. There's the nostrils. Okay. All right. Now let's share this. All right, everyone. I hope this is your first episode of the Quantum Zone. But yes, we're going to hear feedback from our friend Ray. Oh, come on. Never mind. I guess I have to give the new computer. I'm going to give permission for the share stuff. I don't know why. It's my freaking computer. But anyway, all right.
Fix it in post. I agree with Ray. No.
Right.
Bubble boo boo.
So yeah, you won't see him this time, but you will hear feedback from Ray, host of Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her, a Spider-Woman podcast. You can hear him right here on this podcast the last Tuesday of every month, talking with me and Mr. Kona there, all things Scarlet Spider, and of course, his baby, the big one, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Yes.
All right, so let's see what Ray had to think about this masterpiece.
Hello, Quantum Zoners. This is Ray. I'm going to leave some thoughts for Quasar 55, a continuation of the Starblast extravaganza. Anyway, it was fun to actually read a Quasar issue again, and albeit full of, dare I say, mediocre characters. This held my interest a little bit more than some of the others. So I guess the main themes of this would be mutiny or rebellion, because we get first I can't remember all their names, but the Starblast Skeletron's crew, that big giant, and the thing-like guy, they try to jump off away towards the stranger, I think. Anyway, and then also the Imperial Guard. We have those three solar winds. Is it winds? Solar. I don't know what their names are. But three by the stranger who want to kind of wreak some vengeance on him. They leave Gladiator and leave the Imperial Guard. So a few things happening, and also the stranger and Skeletron, of course, the stranger experimenting on Kayla. A lot of moving parts here. A lot of fun, but I guess the main pitfall for me is the characters, the main characters. Again, I mean, you guys have raised it many times. They're all kind of third, fourth-rate characters. So, I mean, it is fun to see the likes of. I mean, Black Bolt hardly gets a say in this. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of Icarus as well. But I'm learning. I mean, I enjoyed Perrin. He's kind of in the mold of Thor or Hercules, which is pretty fun. Wouldn't mind. There's the dude that gets something about energy, and he gets defeated by that grinning Starblaster guy. He's quite interesting as well. Oh, and also, yeah, again, the other story. I like that tie in another character. Is it Night Mask? So Keith, stuck in the psychiatric hospital. There's a little side plot there. And kind of reminds me a little bit of Sleepwalker. I mean, I know nothing of this Night Mask guy, but he seems to have a dream person, a dream state kind of version of himself away from his physical state. So I guess we'll see how that factors in. I mean, this saga is starting to get quite bloated with really these kind of, I'll call them new characters, but not really popular characters. So anyway, it will be, some good fight. Just good fighty scenes here and there. I was amazed that that giant, who seemed so powerful and so rebellious, he seemed to be pretty easily defeated by the Dark Star. Apologies, I'm just walking outside, so there might be a bit of wind coming through to the recording. But
watch out for the drop bears.
yeah, another average comic, but I kind of enjoyed it. Maybe on par with the Submariner comics. Just nice little adventure here. The reveal of the last issue of the trap that was set for them was pretty easily nullified by Quasar.
Ultimately,
actually, and would have loved to have seen a bit more Quasar in this bit. It being his comic. But anyway, yep, it should be plenty of characters to voice in the read through. I look forward to it, and I'll be reading through it again whilst listening. Anyway, I'll catch you later.
So this one is on par with the Man in a Speedo foray.
And a pony, and a really long ponytail for underwater.
Of course.
Oh, that's true. Again, we knew this was coming, but it's like if Ray can't defend these issues, it's like Ray's usually Mr. Positive.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not. When the standard is, Journeys or Cosmos and Collision, or even what came after Cosmos, that's pretty awesome and hard to live up to. And this is not bad. It's just not great. And I think we're not used to. We got used to really great. Once Journeys kicked off, Quasar was great for a good 2 years, Yeah. It was lots of really, really good issues.
That the sweet spot was probably, from what, Journey until we hit Marvel Boy?
Probably so, from about 13 till about 41.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really the prime. Hey, and we can talk more about this when we do our overview.
Oh, yeah. Right. Episode 150. That's right. I was thinking about that today, too. I was also thinking, I know you broke it down in the segments, Will, so I was thinking just think of some what ifs, be like, what if they, would want to take it in a different direction at this point? So, yeah. Cool.
We should probably at some point discuss DP7.
Okay.
Because the new universe did have such an impact on this book, and I think, and I have no inside information, this is all just me being a, goofy fanboy from way back. I think Grunwald had a real honest love for the work that he did in the new universe with DP7 and, anything else that was over it, the war, Pit, all of those things that, which is why I think he really wanted to bring him into the Marvel universe, which is why we got Starbrand and why we got this story, because spoilers. But
now it seems weird. Now it almost seems like Starbrand is like they play it like it's a part of this universe, and it's always been that way.
I don't understand that. I haven't read a lot of the new. Was that a Hickman thing on Hickman's Avengers?
I think maybe, but Jason Aaron's still doing that over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because there was a Starbrand baby, and everyone's like, "Oh, who's the mother?" I was like, "Oh, let it be Kayla," and it wasn't. It was just some woman. Because that's the thing. It's like, is that new universe Earth still hanging there? And who
knows?
I was about to spoil something, but no, I won't. I was gonna say, is who's still there?
Who knows?
Who knows? All right. Any final?
Maybe it will be addressed when Quasar shows up again in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
I don't know. You've been reading Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk, right? He's pulling from a lot of different eras of Hulk. So
that's true. That is true. I mean, there is so much really interesting stuff that a new series of Quasar could, delve into.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
that's what I'm saying. Like tackle like some of the corners of the Marvel universe that haven't, people haven't been exploring in a while.
Yeah, for the last 20 or 30 years, basically.
Come on, Marvel. We'll do it for pennies on the dollar. Come on.
That's right.
We have a writer. We have a comic book writer right to my writer.
Over. Hey, hi.
Backwards.
And
We've got a writer. We've got a comedian. Come on.
Yeah, we got this covered. We totally got this. Just let us hire Chris Sprouse or Mark Brooks or Stefan Roux or I'm just going to start naming my favorite artists right now: Adam Hughes, Alan Davis.
Just give us Mark Bagley, and we'll call it.
Mark Bagley, yeah, that. Yeah, pick one. Yeah, pick one. Art Adams. There you go.
Well, there you go. All right. Anything else on these?
No.
I think we should keep talking and see if Matt falls asleep on us.
Don't. I'm not gonna.
The longer we talk, the more like he's gonna fall asleep on us.
Later, yeah. This is podcast.
Podcast contention.
He has to stay up and watch a movie. Well. He has to stay up and watch a movie. Well, you want him to keep it up for his wife, right? The horror movie. All right, so yeah, let's get out of here. Let Kona rest. He's probably like, "That's what we're watching." Final Resting Place, or what?
Sounds like a movie. Final Resting Place.
Yeah,
it's really boring. It's just a graveyard. It's just a steady cam on a.
Pet cemetery. The boring pet cemetery.
Yeah.
Nothing comes back. All right, everyone. So yeah, send your thoughts next week. Fantastic Four 385. So Kona's going to put on his Yancey Street accent.
Yeah, ever loving.
That's right. All right. So, and then followed in 2 weeks by Starblast number 3. So send your thoughts, just like Ray. Be impressed like Ray. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, follow Quantum Zone on Facebook. We have a page and a group. It's a Grunwald group now, so hey, any love for Quasar, his Captain America work, his Squadron Supreme. Could be here all night naming his work.
DP7.
Yeah. He did work on that original Spider-Woman. Not to mention everything he edited.
Mm-hmm.
So follow all those on Facebook, Twitter, follow the Quantum Zone, Instagram, find links to everything. All of our social media, our YouTube channel where you can watch this, go subscribe. Links to our Patreon, all things Star Trek, which you heard us talking about before. Links to merch. That's right, sell out. Links to everything all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, and Pod Life the book, Volume 1. Go get it now in digital and paperback because Volume 2 is coming. It's in the works, I've heard. And when you're on Amazon getting all that, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this mess, not Starblast the show. Network, supports Rob, Master Doom, Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
All right, Matt Kona, what do you got going on besides horror movies?
That's about it. You can follow Yell Matt Recap to listen to that, or I'm around at Matt Kona. Doing not much else this month, but I'm around.
It's got to be longer. I need a full length one.
32 days of October.
All right, Will Allred, Master of the Quantum Zone. Where can people find you in your works?
You can find me at Wallred, WALLRED at Gmail, or Twitter or Facebook or probably Instagram or lots of different places. You can also find my work, Diary of Night. It's right here, diaryofnight.com. And then upcoming next month on Kickstarter will be Crossover Division #1, which is a new book with a really cool creative team. And then you can find all kinds of really cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
See you later, bunkies.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party.
He goes limp in my grip.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the 138th time. Come back next time for Fantastic Four. Trust me, kids. It's going to get better after Starblast. Oh, yeah, man. After we get past issue 60, we got that retrospective, and then we'll look at the first half, and then Squadron Supreme. That's going to be fun. What prove himself into.
Literally.
Yeah. Like I said, we could do some DT7 eventually, but like I said, I want to get to some of that old school Captain Marvel just so we can get some Cona's Rick Jones 75 going. Yeah. All right, Quantum Zoners, come back next time. Fantastic Four, and pray for better. But until then, Quantum Zoners, keep it under glass.